Welcome back to another Plays With. Today we're going to cover a game that I've been wanting to cover for months and months and months and months, but the graphical options were not in the game, so I couldn't really do anything there, and I just wrote up a little bit of a I love it kind of review. So yes, that's my opinion already stated. So Dungeons 3, to be exact, is a game that I got a key for before release. In fact, here's a bit of a story. I watched the Co-optional podcast the days before this released, and Total Biscuit mentioned, oh yeah, this is a thing that I would be interested in. Meanwhile, I could not say anything about the game because I was under a bit of a don't say anything NDA, basically, non-disclosure agreement. Don't talk about the thing until this specific time and date. I did that, and that review was posted on the Realm Forge Facebook page. Go me. That review over on the website. Spent a couple hours on it. Bit crap, but you know, whatever. So at that time I mentioned that the game didn't have graphical options. In the most recent, as far as I know, update, they added graphical options. I love that. So let's go into extras, let's go into options, and let's go into graphics. Yeah, I kind of had to turn everything down, but you can turn all of that up and put full screen on and do a bunch there. Not very detailed, but good enough to help make things run properly. I needed that. I needed that to play for this video. So, what will we be covering today? Because the game has DLC, I'm not covering the DLC. Today, I'm going to show the second mission.
Twistram in ruins. Talia, the Dark Elf, had turned to evil and laid the fatiguing library in ruins. Now she began to build a small power base in its vaults. Her first dungeon.
So, if you've never played the Dungeons series, which I hadn't before this, it's basically Dungeon Keeper meets World of Warcraft, which is a weird thing, but enjoyable, as well as the very enjoyable voiceover, of which, yes, that is the man, Kevin Bringing, I think. I don't remember. Of whom did the voice for the Stanley Parable. Yeah, he's in this. So, let's play. And one load time later.
Twistram looked like the leftovers from a heavy metal concert.
What? What have I done? Oh no! I've fallen to evil again. Father will be beside himself. He was right when he said, you either die a hero or you live long enough to see yourself become the villain. Although, in a way, it was fun to be evil. Burning things, pillaging, and showing those nasty goody two-shoes where the hammer hangs. They just look down at me anyway. My revenge will be terrible.
So yes,
While
there is
Talia
a
was
bit
delivering
of
a typical villainous monologue,
voiceover.
something happened around her. From the depths arose a pulsating crystal, filled with the magic-savvy evil's power. A dungeon heart. Not to be confused with those dungeon hearts from other games. We don't want to be sued. Again.
Hello. Greetings. What seems to be your boggle?
Secret mental messages were exchanged between Talia and the mentally savvy evil's crystal. We could explain this in detail at this point, but that would require a 3-hour monologue on my part, and I am definitely not being paid enough for that.
Right then. I will make these people suffer for mocking me. Father's henchmen never liked me anyway, and always insulted me, calling me pointy-eared. It's time for my well-deserved revenge!
The game
Dish
logic
best served
internalizing
cold.
evil had given Talia an assignment. Out there on the surface were shamelessly good places in urgent need of destruction.
Nah, no problem. I'll take care of it. I and an evil army.
Naturally, the strategically well-versed evil did not send its new general into battle alone. A dungeon had to be built, and creatures hired to provide her with a powerful army. Of course, the sophisticatedly thinking evil already knew which way the wind blew in a dungeon. However, should it be hit by short-term memory loss, it could effortlessly look up things in the fabulous almanac.
So yeah. Very, very nice. Very, very lovely. Very, very funny, actually. And I don't say that about a lot of games. But this is one of the few games that attempts to be funny and does it well. I know, right? So,
The
first things
grandiose
first.
Evil's helpers had not been idle. Well, they hadn't exhausted themselves either, but anyway, there were now some research projects the researching evil could pursue. The new improved research menu, TM, was now available.
Bitch, please, I was just about to get to that. We're going to have about 4 different voiceovers here arguing over who should be saying what and when they should be doing things. But nonetheless, as the
new
narrator
improved
said,
research menu, TM, opened and gave an overview of currently available technologies. At the moment, the selection was still limited, but that would change. After all, this evil crusade had only just begun.
so, this is the research tree. I've never been to here because I've yet to play more than 12 hours of the game. This bit is very demon-based. This bit is very trap and health-based. This bit is very much basic dungeon ruling areas. So, a gobbler farm is your chickens and such. That would give you a hideout for your horde, of which you need the gobbler farm to gain more slots. Slots are up here. There's only 5. We'll get to that. Nagas. I said Naga. Like the BBC news presenter. Yeah. They are your healing people. Don't really know much about them. Just know they look a bit like snakes and they are very, 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 very useful if you want to survive in the world. That gives you more health and damage, and you can play multiplayer or skirmishes. That would give you little snots. Little snots are these creepy little weirdos dusting up. All of them have names. Doesn't surprise me. They've dug up this area. You bastards. Right, we'll make that a hallway. The reason everything is in 3x3, if you've not played Dungeon Keeper before, first off, what is wrong with you? Second off, what the hell's wrong with you? And third off, why are you weird? So, that will be my treasure room. An area of which I can store gold. Gold will be stored near the dungeon heart. and in the treasury. Now, I can only hold up to 1,900 gold. I've had that up to beyond 10,000. Some would say over 9,000, but they're weird. So, let's stop placing rooms and let's take up gold. Gold is used for almost everything. You want to collect gold like nothing else. It is very, very useful. You have to pay your little minions or snots or whatever else you might want to call them without getting sued. And yes, they're very, very useful. Now, as I've shown, that's the room constructor. There are many things. There's the undead rooms, there's the demon rooms, there's the horde rooms, and there's the neutral rooms. These are the likes of treasure rooms, gobblers, things like that. Now, I didn't do anything with the gobblers, but I should have. And I should pick a hideout as well. Now, a gobbler farm is very useful. Whoops, wrong thing. Gobbler farm is very useful, but you need to understand how to build them before actually trying to build them. So, let's say this area right here, right? We'll not build any further out that way, but we will build around it and the such. But those walls that are around it, they're being left. Because, if I press R, because that's the shortcut, and start building the gobbler farm, you need those to have walls. These walls, to be specific. Because that upgrades efficiency. Efficiency is very important. I've learned that since playing.
Had discovered a room in the underground.
Where? Where the bloody hell have you dug to, you little bastards? Probably that. So, they have done their basic thing, their basic use, which is dig out things. They don't attack. Now that's important because up here is the overworld. The world of which is very dreamlike, very DreamWorks or Disney. So, might want to head up there in a minute. But we don't want to go there too fast now because, well, we need to build the army. We need to find the people to aid Talia in her journey, let's call it. So we have found yet another room, and it is middle of bloody nowhere. Good. Let's build that, that, and that. I know I look like I'm just building random things, but believe me, I know what I'm doing. I've played multiple hours of this. I'm like Dwight now. Step back, I know what I'm doing. So, the gobbler farm, as you'll see in the bottom right over there, the efficiency is 90. That's because there's no wall there. For every wall that's missing, there's 10% knocked off of the room's efficiency. The only room that I've found
no
that...
one has arachnophobia. A spider nest has been discovered.
Yeah. Right, this is the time to hire some people and hope that we don't die. Yes. Kill it. Kill it now. And flush it down the bogs. So yeah, that's a spider. Don't want to touch them. They're creepy bastards. So, Yes, there are things in the underworld that will attack, but that's not the main thing. As much as this is very dungeon management and very dungeon keeper, that's not your main threat. Your main threat is the overworld, which is the very World of Warcraft style that I mentioned earlier. Enjoyable, yes, but can be a little bit disappointing for those whom really want just Dungeon Keeper. Personally, I don't mind the extra bit here, but a game that was just Dungeon Keeper would be nice.
Pouring out of a room that was accidentally unearthed. Disgusting.
Oh, bloody hell. Right, over here. I'll have you. I've never really seen a point in them, so let's not. F2 will grab everyone, including Talia. Talia is the only one that you start with whom will actively murder, if not maim. And yeah, she's lovely. I mean, one side of her is lovely. The other side is a bit of a psychopath. Nonetheless, let's build a horde room. So, well, hideout. So let's grab that. Yep, that's doing its thing. Now that's a hideout, or that will be built into a hideout, there is going to be rooms placed in there. We'll make this a bit of a hideout as well. Don't want to use that. That there, that there. See if anyone will take that bit. So the efficiency for this room will be down 10, 20, 30%. In fact, let's do that. That might save me a little bit. So why is efficiency important on a hideout? I don't know. I guess the number of beds that you can hold in there, I just don't know. So beds will be made in there. Beds are for the units of which attack, not the little snots themselves. Which is fine. It's all fine by me. Little bastards don't need to sleep anyway. This is my domain. You work when I tell you to work. Ooh, what am I, the British government? So they'll work away and build rooms and do everything. They'll go, oh, buff, man, yes, oh. Ooh, what's that? Wage reduction. Yes, you'll take it. Right, what's this? Armor bonus. Yeah, you'll take it. Good. No. Oh, only one book per person. Talia! Talia! Where are you? Where are you? You soppy cow. Right, and over here. Nope. Nice bit of gold back there. I like the look of that. Can't find Talia. Ah, right, she's on the map. Talia! Hello! How are you? Take that book. Thank you. Talia can die, but will respawn. Everyone else will die, and die permanently. And I know I'm being very slow, but that's how I play an RTS, so so let's dig out this bit, get some gold in there, see what we can do? Ah, that is bedrock, or whatever it's called in this game. Basically that stuff. You can't cut that down, and it's around every dungeon heart. There's nothing that I've seen so far that will break walls down, but I've got a feeling that that will happen later on. I have put quite a bit of time into this for how little I've covered it, so don't take this as, oh, you're recommending it, but you've not really played any of it. I have played quite a bit of it, just not enough to go, yes, I know everything now, because I just don't have the time. If I had the time to play this every single day, I would, but I just simply don't. Let's build that out. Yep, there's some bedrock. In the second game, that tends to lead to little rooms, which led to me opening up everything, and I didn't really have any walls around my rooms, leading to efficiency being almost 0. So don't do that. That's a bad thing. I might want to expand this farm out a little bit.
There are countless spiders pouring out of a room that was accidentally unearthed.
Oh, bloody hell. Right. Could you lot just take on that one? Yes. Just that one, mind. While I open this up and not research the healer. Could the rest of you go in and battle?
Payday!
Thanks. I really like when people battle. It really helps me. Now, there's a nest in this one. I've not seen a nest pour out any more spiders, but it does seem that that will happen at some point, and I'll be overwhelmed. The game doesn't offer a massive challenge, but it is a challenge to the point where almost every level will take an hour, which is good, I'd say.
Bye-bye, baby!
Yes. I've got a feeling that at some point that'll pour out baby spiders, and I don't believe I want that. That only has one room, because of course it does. And let's just expand this out further. I know what I said, but I don't think I'll be going that way. I think I'll just go this way. And let's just grab that. Head out this way. Make a hallway out here. So that's decreased the efficiency quite a bit for the gobbler farm. Now they'll dance on little squares, as they would in previous games, that have nothing to do with this whatsoever. Not even inspiring it. So, nope, saving. And now there are 20 gobblers that will appear in there. There's also little heaters. Very lovely. Very, very lovely. So, we want more orcs. I love how they just fall on their face. So, let's show the more World of Warcraft style of gameplay, now that I've shown the basics of dungeon management. Come on, narrator. Show me the world. Nope, you're good. Good.
I want Tanos's head.
So, everyone moves to wherever I click, right click to be specific. And it's a very fog of war style look over here. So they'll come crawling over.
Blinding beams of light met the dauntless evil's creatures. They briefly squinted at the disgusting brightness. Finally, they grinned, satisfied. At last, they were able to carry the battle to the good people and were not limited to protecting themselves in a dungeon, as is the case with other representatives of the genre.
Yes.
Follow me, sons of Rohan.
So-
I mean, my vicious hordes. Let's get these tree huggers and wimps.
The armies of evil reached one of those disgustingly good places that had survived the destruction of Twistram. The ice-cold hand
Ooh,
and
a potion.
evil would deal with it immediately.
F2.
Good will fall.
Whoever grabs that, thanks. Yeah, Talia can do long-ranged attacks, but only the orcs can really get up and close and personal, that kind of thing. So, their main goal would be to kill Talia. Meanwhile,
Hey!
I tell the orcs to kill the mages over here because, well, the mages can give health, which is not very good. In fact, go kill the one that's killing Talia because, you know, Talia's the lifeblood of this right now. Attack him. He's killing our friend. Good, and then kill the last guy.
The little town
Evil
of
prevails.
Good was destroyed and turned into a hotbed of evilness. Cracks
Yes.
formed on the surface,
Ooh,
and something
a penis flytrap.
evil rose from the depths. This evilness, in a practical spherical form, was the sweet lifeblood which flowed through the personified evil's veins. It stimulated the armies of evil and swelled their power. All this lofty blah blah without any impact on the game aside, it was another resource primarily or exclusively used for more powerful research.
Yes.
Delicious evilness flowed into the dungeon heart and filled it with power. New research was thus made available, which would help the dungeon to even greater power. The impatient evil immediately began to research something.
Give me a minute, mate. So, I'm sending everyone back in for a good reason. I want to research multiple things here.
Yeah,
I want
what
to-
is going on here? I feel a disturbance in the force.
The deeds of the
Yes.
conspicuous evil and its henchmen had not gone unnoticed. As a matter of fact, even a blind man could see the destruction they left behind them. As idiotic heroes do, they sent out a small patrol to scout the area.
Move out, men. Have a look around and report back to me. While I would love to accompany you myself, I'm currently teaching myself to play the ukulele.
Yes. So, now everyone is going to pile in on my Fortress of Evil. Fortress of Solitude. Shut up. So, might not want to hang about and do nothing. So, with that, I will do a bit of research and get another slot for our units, and also research our Naga.
The progress-addicted evil had unlocked some new research and immediately set about trying it out.
Yes, give me a minute. I'm just a bit busy waiting for evil points, or evilness. 75 a minute. Well, that's 75 a minute's taking a while, isn't it? Right,
Hey,
so,
wasn't that Vinny's vegan cuisine? Oh well, no real loss there.
yeah, bastard vegans. Right, so, Naga. They are very, very useful. Also, they look a bit like snakes. I don't particularly like it, but
There are enemies in your dungeon.
they're fine.
Hey,
Right, so grab
where does
everyone.
this lead? We should take
it leads nowhere.
The first heroes had discovered the not-so-well-hidden evil's dungeon and now entered its depths. Of course, the insidious evil had already prepared a despicable reception
It's that
for
little
them.
green bit right there.
Even if that's not the case,
That's
I will
healing.
kill these ridiculous do-gooders myself.
Might
they
wanna
will
heal him,
pay
yeah.
for mocking me over the years. Wait
Oi,
a minute.
you.
What am I saying? Those are my
You.
friends. How
Save
can
him.
I plan
Save
their
your friend.
deaths?
Talia had chosen an extremely unfavorable time for moral doubts. Luckily, her evil dark elf heritage prevailed. Hey, Talia, you're evil.
Bastard.
So act like it.
What? Oh, yeah. Okay. Kill them all!
Yeah! Fucking yes! Right, so Talia is a little bipolar, and that's fine. People are allowed to be mentally ill. It's not a bad thing to be mentally ill. Just America vilifies some people of whom are. But those people are a whole different mess of things. Nonetheless, we're going to dig out that bit, that bit, that bit, that bit, that bit, that bit. Cool. Yeah. That comes up a lot. So, let's make another hideout because we're adding more people to the fray. So, might want to expand out. So, yes. This undoing evil is not doing too bad, but not too well either. Which is good, bad, in between. Let's grab all the gold around here.
A spider nest has been unearthed.
Everyone, pile in here. I said everyone. Ooh, right, that's a diamond vein. So, you'll have noticed over here, there's a gold vein of which is some gold, but that will run out at some point. The difference with a diamond vein is a diamond vein will go on forever. Literally ever. And that's a very, very good thing for me, because I need a lot, and I do mean a lot, of gold. So let's get some treasuries going. Oh, bloody hell. Right, so we want one over here. That's a little bit bigger. Maybe there. I'll expand that if I need it. This will most likely harbor... No. I thought that would have a gold vein in it. However, it does not. So that has a diamond vein in it. We want... Nope, that's the army thing. I want the treasury. I want to have a whole room dedicated to treasuries. And I'm trying to think of a movie that has treasuries. Or treasury in the title. And all I'm coming up with is Treasure Island. Right, so that little room's fine. This room is fine for people, but there's no one taking it. Bastards. This is all open. There's still gold to be found. Ooh, very nice. Very nice indeed. So, I might want to expand this, delete the big room over here, and just make that a bit more square. Might is the important bit. So, everyone's covered there. We...
Enemies have entered the dungeon.
F2. Hello. How are you? I might leave the next one to attack the dungeon heart just to show you what that's like. That's if they get that far. So, that's basically everything covered, or at least the basics. Everything you should know, at least. That's all dealt with. Where's this diamond farm? Yes, up here. Let's extend the treasury just a little bit. Yes, how much gold can we hold? Couple thousand. More. So, we should do well. Should do. Yes, I just have gold laying about. You can pick it up and put it in treasuries yourself, but that's a task I don't want to do. Also, delete all of that. Thanks. That's money back. That's a guarantee. So, I want to expand my ever-growing evil out a little bit and make them a harder bunch to go up against. So, let's throw in another Naga and an Orc, as that will improve my ever-growing army. So, on the map here, this is the main goal, I think. I think that's the main goal. These are little towns that we need to destroy. Good locations. I think. That one is a house. Destroy Twistrum remains. I think I've got that round the wrong way. That would be guard posts, and I don't remember. I don't remember the map too well, plus it's very small. But nonetheless, yes. Basically make all the map grey and boring like a Call of Duty map. So, now that I've pissed off the fanboys, let's extend this treasury out a little bit. Just a little bit more. Just to make sure it's all nice and tidy. Still 8.5 G. That's all fine. That's all fine. We're good. Now, there's a slight problem I have with these early levels because you don't have a very specific thing that will be put in later. What's the best word for it? We will be pillaged if we go out and we don't come back too often. So you want to time your exits from the dungeon very specifically. Now, I've faffed about too much to really do anything. Oh, 10 grand I can hold. Yeah, I've faffed about too much right now to say, oh, I'll go now. I'm going to wait until the next bout, and then we'll deal with everything.
By the goddess of light, what happened here? The whole city is in ruins. I drank a beer right over there just yesterday.
Yep. So we have a man about to come in, so let's...
There are enemies in your dungeon.
send them into battle. They'll do their thing, then we'll head out. Good. Right, everyone. Yep. Cool. In you get. Get in the big scary mouth. Thank you. Right. Now everyone's out of the big scary mouth. Is that everyone?
I will destroy this land.
Well, not good. Evil. Let's head on out and take over the
It's payday.
area. Don't know how they get paid out here, but sure. Yeah, let's go with that. So, if we take out little towns, i.e. the areas where everyone's spawning from, we no longer have to deal with them. They're gunners. They throw out little boxes like that and... Yes. They have ranged attacks. Let's say that. Archers, they're fine. They tend to have nice little potions to heal everyone. Oh, ain't they lovely? Let's head down here and deal with the evil... What's your name? Novice. Yeah.
Take that!
Good. Well, evil. Evil is kind of our trade. Right, now attack everything in here, if you can. Any beer, take it. Any humans, kill them. Well, maybe don't kill them. Maybe just have a bit of a nibble on their toes. Yes. So, let's go out the other side of town and meet the indelible good. If you haven't noticed, I'm playing as the evil one. The one killing all the very nice people. Why? I'm the overarching evil, that's why. I'm the god controlling Talia. I'm the one that really should be dead. But I don't give a damn.
The armies of evil here? Damn it all, how did that happen? Time to call out the heavy guns. Right, men, get ready to attack in waves. Excuse me, sir. Wouldn't it make more sense if we attacked all at once?
No.
Where's the fun in that? Wave after wave, that's a strategy for real men.
Thanks to the enemy's limited tactical finesse, their destruction was virtually unavoidable. So it was time to decorate for the victory celebration, to get the beer and
Yes.
hire the orc dancers. Okay, maybe not orcs. I shudder at the thought.
Yeah, I'd go with
There is
elves.
child's play. Leave them to me. I mean, hold them back and let them hit you while I deal with them.
Right, everyone take that. Thanks. Let's go and take on... Ooh, the goods over there. Oh well. Over here, we can take out Mount Elfmore. I don't know. Might be called Mordor, for all I know. I don't bloody well know. I've only started reading through the Lord of the Rings trilogy, which is going to
Second
take a
Island of the
lifetime.
Good was mercilessly overrun by the strategically savvy evil
yes.
hordes and turned into an evil island. Soon, more of that
snot.
exquisite evilness would be bubbling to the surface. Excellent. Even better than in Dungeons 2. Not that I'm out to plug it or its fantastic add-on or anything. I'd never do that.
Yes, a very good game, but slow. I thought I was playing this game slow.
Enemies have
I'm not
entered the
playing
dungeon.
this slow. See, that's what I was saying. Right, everyone. Right, kill everyone. Thanks. Go kill that. As fast as possible now. Yeah.
The dungeon heart is being attacked.
Yeah. Give me a minute. Give me a minute. Right, so status is being saved. A little bit of lag later. What's the best way? I don't care, just run past them. Just run past them, if you could. I'm going to go over here now and demand that you run this way. Oh, there's more of them going in.
Is being attacked.
Yeah, I know. It would be nice if there was a dungeon heart
dungeon.
thing up there. Right, come on. Get in. Get home. How bad is the dungeon heart being hit? Oh, we're halfway. Oh, bloody hell. Talia. In. Everyone in. Come on.
The dungeon heart is being attacked.
Yes, I know. Whatever your name is, I can't remember, quite frankly. Right. Anyone back here? Oh yeah, you're just sauntering in, aren't you? Yeah. Kill them. Thanks. What's that? Can't really grab that. Right, what's this? Armor piercing. Oh, that's lovely. Talia, can you take this? Talia? No, Talia already has a book, doesn't she? How about you, Mogdor? You gonna... Yeah, there you go. There you go. Right, I'll let everyone heal up a bit. Right, good. Everyone's healed up a bit. We can move on. We'll be fine. Right. I'm fine. Calm. Right. I might want to fill in a bit of this and then extend the farm over this way. Let's expand that out to there. And room construction, fill there to there. Very good. No, very evil. On the contrary, actually. It's very, very evil. Right, so, if we just slightly, ever so minuscule amounts of upgrading the character, well, upgrading the godlike powers that we have, that will work. We'll also... Ooh, I've expanded out just a bit too much, haven't I? I can fill that back in. No, don't do that. Thank you. Let's just fill that back in. Well, not fill it in, but, you know, do things. I'll take that and fill that area. Good. Now there shall be more gobblers. 35. More than enough. Wonderful. I keep forgetting there's a fill tool. I don't know why. So, how's the dungeon heart? Not doing too well. Might not want to go on one of my rampant sexcapades. I mean... murder marathons. Something. I don't fucking know. Right, so... everything's dealt with over here. This is mostly dealt with. Ooh, gold. I'll have that. Over here, more gold. I'll have that. The man outside is now shoveling again. He was up at 5 this morning. 5 a.m. outside shoveling. Motherfucker. Luckily I was still up. So, up 'em. You won't get me, you bastard. Right, so. That's that bit dealt with. Let's grab this for a little bit more. Right. Anyone digging away at the diamond vein?
Light. What happened here? The whole city is in ruins. I drove
No,
a
it's
vehicle
not.
right over there just yesterday.
Ah. I'll show you what one of those signs means in a second. There you go, Talia. Everyone attack him.
Enemies have entered the
Just-
dungeon.
You lazy bastards. Get going. Oi. You. And you. Get your... Oh. You lazy bastards. Right, army. You. Let's have a look at fucking you. So, that means something. I can't remember what, but it means something. Let's have a look at the almanac. No, not that one. I don't have to go back into the future to find that one out. This is a very, very, very detailed thing. Creatures, yes. That's all the creatures. Some of them I've not seen. Vampire, not seen. Grave Ghoul, not seen. Yes, very, very lovely people, I'm sure. I'm looking for the orc. Any other information? No. Well, that bloody well helps. I think that means he's on strike, but I could be wrong. So, I might want to kill him, but I can't. Anyway, gobblers, they're all fine. There's quite a few of them. If you're hungry, go have a bite. Oh no, bunk. Ah, that's his problem. Right. You could have said, I would have found you a bunk. You would have been happy. There would have been things to do. You would have been happy and, you know, clap your hands. No? Okay. Right, break out that one. We'll build from there on. You can cut that one down. Come on. Come on, lads. I do like to wait it out, don't I? Yeah, very much so. Give them a second. Someone can start making rooms. Or making the room a bit bigger. There you go. And then fill that in later. I mean, you might want to fill that bit in as well. You know what? Fill that bit in as well. And add a bit onto there. There you go. There you go. Oh dear shit. Right.
It's payday.
Add that bit on as well that I meant to add earlier. So, we can hold up to... yeah, quite a bit. We'll get that at some point. We'll build a way over there. We don't have any treasuries over here. So, we'll just make that a small treasury. Why not? Makes it a lesser trip. Yeah. You can dig that out in the meantime. Busy work for you. You don't have to do it now. Let me fix my collar. I know, efficiency's not doing too well. You bet you moan. Oh, I don't have a bed. Well, you've got a fucking bed. You've got chicken, you've got a bed. All you need now is some beer. And I don't have that. I don't have the ability.
Dragons have nested in the underground.
Don't have the ability for that, so... yes. Everyone attack that. Thanks. Good. Well, evil. I've covered that joke one too many times. Let's upgrade our horde of evil minions to include more. I'll have another Naga. I'll have a couple extra orcs. Do I want a goblin? A goblin doesn't really help all that much to me. I've never seen a use for them. They can melee fight, but they're better at traps. So, yes. I think I'm better with an orc. I think I am, and I'll go with another Naga. Just out of knowledge of what they can do. And it'll make it easier when I go, yes, murder. You know, when you scream
Enemies have
murder,
entered
you
the
want
dungeon.
a bunch of people to help, not have you murdered. Right. Hello. Right, after this one we'll go outside, yeah? Yeah, we'll go outside. I might be running the game to its limits right now. But shut up. Right. Is that everyone? Right, come on. Come on, Dave. What's your name? Nice to... Do you mind if I call you Erisy? Or whatever your name is. Right, everyone out here. Yeah, there you go. Right. Getting a little bit of lag. Let's not stay around them too often. Let's go this way. How do I get over to them? I think that's the town that I need to get to. However you get there. If that includes trampling through that house or trampling over that fence, I don't give a damn. Or going up that alley. Sure, do it. I've run out of coffee. And I'm not paid enough to do this. I'm on YouTube. I don't get paid anymore. Right, let's kill the apprentices. Apprentice Eye, if you will. Good. And the one last guy. Thanks, Dave. Thanks. Talia's just there getting hit, and you sit there going, oh, I'll just hit the house once or twice. We are here to do that, but my voice is dying now. Right, so let's head out this way. Dave. Okay, Zortok? Yeah, you. Get with the group. Thanks. Dick.
Who do you want killed?
Everyone. Talia, everyone. We're evil. We're evil people. We want everyone dead. Everyone that's good. You dizzy cow. Right, head in that little bit. That'll not bottleneck you.
Ow!
Yeah. See, you're bottlenecked now. I was going to send you around the other way, but no. You decide to go in that way. Bastards. Right, now kill the tent. I don't know if there's someone going into our lair, but I hope not.
The good camp has been destroyed. Victory is ours. Evil is victorious. Ha! Good thing I switched sides.
And so it was that the good camp was destroyed by the battle-wise evil's army. Now it was time to take over all of the good islands. That would be a cakewalk. Easy as stealing candy from a baby. Candy from a baby? Simple, my ass. Ever tried it? The screaming and crying and fetching their parents and family as reinforcements, and those little beasts bite pretty damn hard. Not that I have any personal experience, of course.
The ultimate, chaotic, absolute, whatever evil will be happy. I am. Father is gonna be so angry. Do you really know what you're doing? You wanted to be good. You had dedicated yourself to the light. Stop and really think about your deeds.
Can you please just stop with the golem thing? We already had too many Lord of the Rings gags in the last 2 games. Enough is enough.
Yeah, exactly. Just shut it, good me.
Yes, so
And stay down.
the game has quite a lot of those moments where it does story over nothing else, but there is quite a lot of
Talia
resting.
and the destructive Evil's army had succeeded in destroying Twistram and the surrounding area. Good no longer existed in this land.
Oi! What the hell happened here?
Apparently, not quite all of the good guys were defeated. The dwarven King Grimly, an old drinking buddy of Tanos the Paladin, was just touring the country with his exorbitantly large army to ensure everything was in order. Thank God the
call
foresighted
that a
evil had
large army?
provided for this contingency. The dungeon heart was charged with evilness and enough energy to act as a teleporter. For Talia, of course.
Ooh, good. Then all the best, brave warriors, and stop them! Right! I'm out of here.
Bye,
With a
lads.
plop, Talia
See you later.
disappeared and disappeared to a faraway
You might die.
and safe place.
I didn't have
The
3
rest of the
goblins.
sacrificing evil's creatures looked astonished.
You know
as
what?
their
It's
general
fine.
fled, but only for a moment, as they already found themselves facing an unpleasant army of good.
This is the work of that damn pointy-eared wench. I always warned Thanos that those miserable dark elves couldn't be trusted. Criminals, the lot of them. But enough is enough. I'm going to find that shifty wench and use her ears as bookmarks.
So, that was Dungeons 3. Admittedly, a very long version of the dungeon management game, but I really, really enjoy that. So, yeah. A game I fully recommend now that it has proper options for your graphics. It's just so good, it's so full, and from what I've heard, there's about 30 hours of the game. And that's not including the skirmishes, the multiplayer, the DLC, of which I've heard is about 7 hours. There's so damn much that I just can't find the time to play enough of Dungeons, the series. I've never played the first one. The second one was free for a couple hours on Good Old Games. I wouldn't say that I recommend that. It's a bit slower and a bit clunkier than Dungeons 3, but it did have options for your graphics at the time before this did. So, yes. What can I say? Go out and get Dungeons 3. It is admittedly one of the better Dungeon Keeper style games to come out in the last couple years. And yes, I have seen War for the Overworld, and I'm having a little bit of a problem with that right now. I'll possibly make a video explaining why later, but until next time, see you next time. Ta-ra!